Hey, what's up? This is Tony for Tony Talk and a modified cooking experience or a modified view in the culinary world. So in this podcast, I will be discussing certain things, topics related to the restaurant industry. So first off, why become a chef? Why? Well, the chef life chose me, I guess. Started off cooking when I was young, 18. Started off washing dishes, actually. The line cooks were always cool. They were always the pirates, as Anthony Bourdain would say, of the restaurant industry. Hanging out over there on the line, smoking their cigarettes, when you could smoke cigarettes in the kitchen. It always seemed like a fun thing to do. So when I had that opportunity to hop on the fryers and become a cook at 18, 19, it was kind of a cool experience. And some of the bonds that I have made over the last 15 years cooking have been some of the strongest bonds that I have ever actually really had. There's nothing like going to battle, going to war, in a dinner rush with your partner, the guy cooking right next to you, and just having a flawless victory. The feeling is unimaginable. I don't even know how to explain it. It's kind of like a rush, if you will, a high. After you get your butt kicked for 2 hours, 3 hours, ticket after ticket, plate after plate, entree after entree. And if you do that, and if you knock it out with a flawless victory, it's great. Maybe it's the adrenaline. I'm not too sure. But I wouldn't really change it for the world. Over the past 15 years of cooking, I've worked my way up. I feel that you should always try to work your way up. Starting off working as a dishwasher, fry cook, broiler cook, maybe being tossed on sides. Then you get up to the grill cook. Maybe you're working on a char grill, the broiler, maybe a wood grill. Those things are kind of hard to work. And the grill guy, saute guy, is kind of like the top of the line, top guy on the line, the one calling all the shots, which is kind of cool. So working my way up from dishwasher through all those positions, it's been pretty fun. And I did go to culinary school, but I waited until about 10 years in to start going to culinary school. Because I was sitting there on the line, getting my butt kicked one day, had a flawless victory, and I was like, what is next? What's next in this career? What am I going to do? I don't want to be in an office. I can't see myself doing anything else. So I was like, I need to further my career. Let's go to culinary school. And it wasn't until I was, cooking for 10 years, that I decided to go to culinary school. And it actually made me respect the craft a lot more. Those young kids coming in, just fresh out of high school, thinking they're going to be the next Gordon Ramsay or Anthony Bourdain or whatever, going to be an executive chef, no cooking experience. Those guys, they were wrong. Very, very, very green. After I graduated and got my degree, it was kind of monumental to me. It was monumental to me, and it was great. Yes, it was monumental, and it was great. And then after I graduated, it opened up so many doors. So many doors for me. And I went from being, the line cook, the assistant kitchen manager, sous chef, executive chef, whatever I was at Albert's on the Alley. I finally had the opportunity to become a chef at MGM, and it was great. And having that degree kind of opened up a lot of doors. Now, in the culinary industry, you really don't need a degree. It's kind of based on experience, things like that. But having that piece of paper kind of made a big difference in my career. That's just me. So currently, I work at Little Caesars Arena, which is great. I oversee all the concessions within the arena, and it's great. And I've put a lot of hard work, made lots of sacrifices within my personal life, within my friendships, relationships, all that stuff. Being a chef is kind of hard. It is. Puts a toll on your body. You have to create these dishes in short amount of time under tremendous pressure. And it's difficult at times at this level. Sometimes I get intimidated. Sometimes I get a little scared. But a chef that I used to work for said, if you ever feel overwhelmed, if you are ever overwhelmed about anything on the line, walk into the walk-in, shut the walk-in, maybe even lock it. Don't cry in the walk-in, but go into the walk-in, count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go in there. Now it's done. Open that walk-in door and go rock out the rest of that dinner rush. And then at the end of the night, while you're sitting there at the bar, review what you did wrong, and then just don't let it happen again. That's the beautiful thing about cooking, my friends, is that you can mess up. And it's all right, I guess. But it's a learning experience. And you learn not to do that again. Just don't do that again. Whatever you did, you added butter instead of oil. Your pan was too hot. You cooked on the wrong grill. Whatever you do, just don't do it again. And you'll be all right. And you learn from your mistakes. So being a chef, it's not bad. And honestly, it's probably one of the best decisions that I've made in my life is to be a chef. And at the end of the day, one of the most intimate things that you could do for someone is put all this love, hard work into a dish, and you send it out, and you put every ounce of pride and joy and love into that dish, and you send it out. And if you happen to go look out in the dining room, and even if you just made a pizza, and it's a great pizza, and you look out in the dining room, and those people are cheersing that pizza like they would a beer, that's a good sight. That's a good thing. So yeah, that's a little look into the chef life. And more to come. This is Tony Talk, a modified view into the culinary industry. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.